What's good, YouTube? Wherever you're watching this video, I appreciate you for spending your time right here, right now. Now in today's video, I'm going to be explaining 5 things that women find attractive in men that they're ashamed to admit. Before we get into the video, I want to say I appreciate all the new supporters, all the supporters who've been here from the start. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight into it.
I woke up in the morning, I say I need one of those. They got me trying all their clothes. They got me trying all their clothes. I swear to God, I never wear a dress.
Now guys, the very first point. The first thing that women find attractive in men, but they're ashamed to admit, is toxic masculinity. Now, I know I've just disappointed a bunch of you guys who sit there on social media, listen to these women straight yap and waffle, just talking out their arse, just waffling. I know a lot of you guys sit there listening to these women and you hear them say, I can't stand toxic men, I just can't stand them. They're just so irritating. I'm sorry to let you down, but guys, they love toxic men. They absolutely crave toxic men. And the reason they're ashamed to admit that they love toxic men is because all they do is complain about toxic men. So it's like they can't really admit that they like toxic men when they spend all their time just complaining about these type of men. So I know I've let some of you guys down, but you need to realize women find toxic guys attractive. It just is what it is. Accept it. Doesn't mean you have to become toxic whatsoever. You just got to accept that this is who I am, and you've got to learn to embrace who you are. A lot of you guys are going to find yourself looking outside through some bars, in jail, if you've tried to act like something you're not, trying to be toxic when you're not. A lot of you guys are good guys out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's crazy we live in a generation to where good guys are not getting rewarded for being good, but bad guys are getting rewarded for being bad. So some of you guys might feel some peer pressure to maybe be a bad guy. Now, I wouldn't say be a bad guy, but you can take some of those bad boy traits, being a good guy, in order to attract women. But once again, if you don't want to end up in jail, don't force it and try to be something you're not. Because you're going to end up thinking I'm doing this and doing that, she's going to find it attractive. Guys, you got to realize women are emotional at the end of the day. So yes, they may like toxic guys, but guys, if you take it too far, it's not going to end well for you. And you're going to think, wait, I thought she was attracted to this. So guys, don't be something you're not. Now guys, my second point, the second thing that women find attractive in men that they're ashamed to admit, free the real, is criminality. Criminality, yes. Guys, you heard it here first. Now, I'm not saying a woman wants a guy who's just in and out of jail, in and out of jail, in and out of jail. No, I'm not saying that whatsoever. I don't believe they generally like men like that. But am I saying that a guy who may have had a criminal record in the past, who's not necessarily in and out, but he's had a criminal record in the past, a woman attracted to these type of men? Guys, if you just look and observe at what's going on out there, that question will be answered in itself. How many women have sent these letters to these serial killers? And it's not even just serial killers. You've got to realize the thing is, you having some sort of criminal record to women, as absurd as it is, to women, it shows that this guy can rebel, this guy can go against the norm. And one thing I know about women, they love guys who can go against the norm. They can't stand sheep. They can't stand, that's why they don't like you nice guys. They like guys who go against the norm. That's why they go for the toxic guys, because toxic guys are not the norm. I've said this over and over again. Majority of guys are just good guys, or maybe they're not necessarily they're not necessarily good, but they're not out here doing bad things and just being toxic. They might just be to themselves. So they're not out here being good or bad. They're just to themselves and they don't really interact. But I will say for 100% fact, guys, men who have had criminal past, to women, it comes across as not only can they dominate her, but it also comes across as this is a guy that doesn't go with the system. He can go on his own path. So guys, as shameful as it is, criminality in men is something that women find attractive. Even serial killers. Yes, serial killers. Now guys, we're only on the third point, and all these points so far are so shameful, bro. That should tell you everything you need to know about women. But guys, the third point, the third thing that women find attractive in men that they're ashamed about, is men who are capable of violence. Now, wait, hold on, let me explain. When I say men who are capable of violence, I'm not saying a woman wants a guy who's just hitting her. No, YouTube, I am not saying women want men who are hitting them. No, and all men across the whole world, any guy who's watching this, never put your hands on a woman. Even if she hits you, I know you may think, defend myself. Yeah, that defend myself sounds good till you're in jail. The courts don't give a damn about you defending yourself. So let me just be never hit a woman. But do I think women are attracted to men who are capable? Because you have those men who are, basically, they will never ever, under no circumstance, like, guy could be losing his life. There was actually a case that happened similar to that. But a guy could be losing his life, he still won't hit her. Women do not find men like that attractive whatsoever. They don't find men like that whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying women want men who are just hitting them, but they want a guy who's capable of putting her in her place, even if it has to resort to physical violence. Now wait, because this is the internet agent. They love clipping stuff, doing this, and I'm not pushing any type of message for men to be hitting women. But do women want a guy who's capable to hit her if she's just boom, 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 if she's just beating him up? Does she want a guy who can defend himself? Yes. Now, do I advise you to defend yourself? No, because once again, we're in the West. The courts don't give a damn about you defending yourself. But guys, that's the third point right there. Now guys, the fourth thing that women find attractive in men, but they're ashamed to admit, is men who don't care. Now, the reason they're ashamed to admit this is because women constantly complain about guys not giving them enough attention, or their partners not giving them enough attention. So if they were to come out and say, you do have some women who say it, but if they were to come out and say, I like guys who don't give a damn about me, I like guys who don't care about me, as a society, we'll start looking down on women. Like, what? You want guys who don't care about you? As a society, we would start looking down on women. So they can't say that openly. You have some females who don't really care. Maybe she's doing OnlyFans already, so she's just thinking, I might as well destroy my whole life anyway. You got some women who will come out and say it. Like, I like a guy who don't care about me. I like a guy who don't give a damn. But majority of females in general are not just gonna outright say, I like guys who don't care about me. Because then we'll start thinking, what's going on with the mental health of females in today's society? Why would you be attracted to someone who don't care about you? We'll start questioning what's actually going on in some of these women's heads. And society, if society is going to function, we can't start questioning females. That's why you see what's going on out here today is going on. We can't start questioning females. We've got to let them be females. So women don't come out and say this. And in general, they're ashamed of the fact that they like men who don't care about them. And basically the reason they like men who don't care about them is because a man who doesn't really put all his attention into a female, it comes across as him being higher value. Because you got to understand one thing. When you start dealing with females, and I'm sure some of you guys are on your journey, you're going to get there eventually if you're not there, but maybe some of the guys who are there, you can relate. When you're dealing with multiple females, they'll start becoming a chore. And you won't be able to even give them attention like that. You got this one here, this one, and then you got your own life to live. They'll start becoming a chore. So naturally, when you don't care about them, it comes across as you're high value and you have other women as well. Now guys, last but not least, I had to make this one a banger for you guys who stayed all the way to the end. And this one's gonna surprise you because they talk the most crap about these type of people. The fifth thing that women find attractive in men, but they're ashamed to admit, is narcissists. Yes, selfish men. Narcissist, selfish men is basically tied into one another. Narcissist, selfish men. Women crave these type of guys. It's crazy to me because from my perspective, maybe I have some time in my day. I go on social media. I look at what's going on. Every woman is dropping that word out their mouth. Narcissist, 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 narcissist. So you think, okay, women hate narcissists. But then you actually see the results of these narcissists. These guys be having all the girls. It's ridiculous. And I think the reason women are attracted to narcissists, and for those guys out there who are not too sure what a narcissist is basically someone who could punch you in your face, and when you start going like, when you start behaving in a manner that's concerning in terms of, why did you hit me? Why did you hit me? They'll basically act like they don't know what happened. Basically, that's the best way I can really put it. Now there's definitely a literal definition, but just to simplify it, that's basically it. So I believe women like these men. I believe one, it has something to do with issues, maybe daddy issues, childhood trauma, whatever. I believe it's something wrong with them to like these type of men. But I also believe it has to do with my fourth point. A guy who's a narcissist and he's doing stuff to a female and he's acting like he doesn't know what he's doing. Women crave these type of men because, once again, it shows you have a certain level of, I don't give a damn, I don't care. You know I did this to you, and I'm not gonna acknowledge I did this to you because I don't care about you. And with most women in the West today, there's something not operating well up there, so they run to these type of men. Now, guys, I appreciate every single one of you for watching this video. Wherever you did watch this video, I hope you like, comment, share, subscribe if you did like the video. And take care of yourselves, guys. Have a blessed day. I'm gonna keep dropping these bangers for you. Take care of yourself. I'm out.